Hello guys, welcome to today's movement practice. Today's practice is nourishing, it's slow, it's steady, it's juicy. It's the type of practice that I do when I really don't feel like doing much at all, but I know I've got some stagnant energy I need to shift. I want to clear my mind. I want to feel more open or expanded in my body. I might have had a really rough day and I just want to feel that release that movement can create. We're lying on the mat for the entire practice. You can pop some ankle weights on if you would like to increase the spice a little bit, but you absolutely don't need them. This practice is really good for the soul while still building that sustainable strength. And don't get me wrong, you're still absolutely going to feel it, but in the best possible way. So I've got the ball handy. We're going to grab that halfway through. Let's start with some nice deep breaths. So placing one hand on the belly, the other on the heart. We're going to sit nice and comfy on the mat. Close down the eyes for me. So reach that crown of the head to the sky and just feel the body melt on the mat. Relax, release any thoughts, disconnect from what's going on around you. Let's all start with a big deep breath, filling up the body. And release, exhale through the open mouth. And again, filling up, breathing in through the nose. Hold it at the top. And release, exhale. Breathing in, filling up. Hold it here. And exhale, release. Keep your eyes closed just for a moment longer. Just feeling into the energy that's circulating inside the body right now. Really leaning into your intuition here. What does the body need? What does the body crave? Listening to that, acknowledging that, and trusting that. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to slowly open the eyes. We're going to come down onto the right-hand side of the body to start today. So resting the head in the hand, we're going to take those legs out nice and long to the end of our mat. We're going to glue them together as we take them to that front corner. So thinking about drawing the belly button to your spine here, this top hand is in front for support. You're going to turn out that top leg slightly and we're going to start just lifting and lowering through that top leg. Lift and lower. So feel that length, feel that openness through the back of the leg as we lift. Point those toes for me. And then let the rest of the body stay heavy on the mat. So relax the head in the hand. Relax through that bottom leg. Just staying engaged through the core here and trying to slightly open up through that hip. So turning that kneecap up towards the sky as much as we can helps to create that openness here. Beautiful. So breathing through. Just starting slow and steady. Trying to take those toes a centimeter higher for me. Gorgeous. Nice and slow and steady. We're in no rush today. So really just giving the body what it needs. Helping eliminate some stress through movement. And just coming back to ourselves. Feeling really good. Also building a little physical strength and increasing flexibility at the same time. So let's go for another 4. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. Beautiful. We're going to bend through that bottom leg. We're going to take those toes up as nice and high as we can. We're going to make little circles. So you pick your poison with how high you take that foot. But we want to feel that circle access the base of the glute, the inner thigh, and the outer thigh as we move it around. So the size of your circle is completely up to you. So play around with a few different ones. And just feeling that toe reaching nice and long. You're getting that length at the same time. You're here for 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1 opposite direction. So really feeling into that. The higher you take that toe, the more you're going to feel it in the outer glute. So making sure you're taking that toe back nice and far too so we get into the base. Beautiful. Feeling it round and round for 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to bend that top knee for me. We're going to tap that knee in front of the body. Toe is pointed. We rainbow it behind. Tap the toe. Tap the knee and tap the toe. So we're opening up through the hip here, using that inner thigh to bring that knee forward, and then tap behind. Beautiful. Feeling that clearing energy as we open through the hip, where we tend to hold quite a lot of tension and emotion and stress. So the more we can open up and bring that hydration and that movement into that hip, the more we're able to clear that stagnant energy, shift and release, and really feel that beautiful elation that we feel after we move our body. Gorgeous. So staying with me for another 4. Last 3. Whew. Feeling that for 2. Staying here for another 1. Gorgeous work. We're going to take those legs, that top leg out long, bring it in front, and then we're going to bend through the knee, flex the foot, drive it out to the end of your mat. So point the toe to bring it in front, bend, flex the foot, and drive it out as if you're driving through honey. Point the toe, bring it in front, bend, flex, and drive it out. Point, bring it in front, bend, flex, and drive. The more we can flex through that foot, the more you are going to feel that in the base of the glute. Let's go for another 4. Exhale to press for 3. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful work. Tap that glute out. We're going to pop up straight onto that right elbow. So bring that elbow underneath that right shoulder, bending both legs, gluing those feet together. We're going to open through that top knee and close. So staying lifted through the side body here, staying lifted out of that shoulder. I don't want you to sink down and rest into that shoulder. I want you to stay nice and strong. So squeezing that opening out at the top. Keeping those feet glued together. Draw that belly button nice and tight behind. Gorgeous. So staying here. You've got 4. Last 3. 2 to go. And 1 option, stay where you are, or lift those feet for me, open and close. So hovering those feet above the mat, that outer glute. Oh my goodness, feeling that now. Let's go for 5. 4. Last 3. Now, if this really hurts your hip bone, pop a either rolled up towel, folded up towel underneath, or you can fold your mat in half. You've got another 2. And 1, we're going to add a flexed press of those heels to that front corner of the mat. Draw them in, then open up through those knees. Close, press, bring them in, open, close, and press. Bring them in, open and close, press. Flex those feet on that press. We open, close, and press. Really squeeze that opening out at the top. Last 4. 3 more. Last 2. And final open. Press those feet out. Just heel presses now for 10. 9. 8. 7. Really press. Last 6. 5. Oh my goodness. Feel that burn. Last 4. 3. Last 2. And 1. We're going to heel tap here for 10. 9. 8. You've got this. Last 7. 6. Last 5. 4 more. 3. 2 and 1. Oh my goodness. Tap out that glute. Gorgeous work, guys. All right, we're going to grab our ball, coming into a nice supine position, so laying down on your back. We're going to place that ball between the ankles. So lower the toes down, just lightly resting on your mat to start. We're going to take those hands behind the head, lace the fingertips. Keep that head nice and heavy in those hands. The elbows are wide. We're just going to start with our basic crunch. So as we exhale, we lift through the chest and inhale to lower. So it's a small lift and lower. And I want you to think about keeping that neck long behind the body. So the eye gaze stays up towards the sky. If we tend to take our eye gaze down towards the belly, we're going to pull on that neck. We're going to pull the chin to the chest. And I don't want to use the neck to lift. We want to be using the abs. So we're trying to find that shake, that real little squeeze and quiver at the top as we lift through those abs. Eye gaze stays tall. The neck stays nice and long at the back of the body. Beautiful. You're here for another 4. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. Add a little lift of those legs into tabletop for me and lower everything down at the same time. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Drawing that belly button down towards the mat below you. Keep those elbows wide. Let's go for 6. Last 5. 4 more. Last 3. 2. And 1. We're going to add a press of those heels to the end of the mat at 45 degrees. Draw them back in. Lower everything down. Lift. Heel press. Flex the feet. Draw them in. Lower. Lift. Press. Draw them in and lower. Lift. Press. Draw them in and lower. Now, the lower those feet are on the press, the more challenging that will be through the core for you. So you find that edge for yourself where it feels challenging, but you're not compromising the lower back. Beautiful. You've got another 5. Press. Gorgeous for 4. Stay with me nice and strong. Last 3. Keep that neck long at the back of the body. Eye gaze is high. 2 more. Last 1. Lowering down. Everyone lift. We're going to just heel press for 10. 9. 8. 7. Stay nice and lifted. For 5. 4. Oh my goodness. Last 3. 2. And 1. Everyone keep those legs extended. We squeeze for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Take it down. Let that core stretch out nice and long. Beautiful job, guys. I told you you would still feel it, even though it's a nice, nourishing one today. We're going to take that ball, place it to the side. We're going to finish off with our side lying series on the other side. So let's pop the head in the hand. Legs are long. Take them to the front corner. Turn out that top knee for me. We start with our lifts and lowers. Beautiful. So let that heart rate and breath settle a little. Slight rest and recovery here. Beautiful job, guys. Nice, strong little core sequence to feel that strength, to feel that power, and really shift that energy. Get those endorphins flowing. Let's lift and lower for another 6. 5, feel that length at the back of the leg. Last 4, head is heavy in those hands. For 3. Last 2. And 1, we're going to bend that bottom leg. Tiny little circles with the top. Beautiful. So keep those toes as high as we can. And we're making those circles. Again, you pick your size. Just keep them slow and steady. Using the core to stay strong. We don't want the rest of the body to rock back and forward. You're here for 5. 4 more. Toes are pointed. Leg is long. Last 3. 2 more. And 1 opposite direction. Keep those toes high. You've got this. Staying nice and strong, long through the body. Glutes are on fire. Let's go for another 5. Last 4. 3 more. 2. Stay with it. Last 1. Bring that knee, tap it in front, tap the toe behind. So opening and closing through that hip. Again, getting that hydration, that mobility, feeling that energy shifting, keeping the rest of the body as still as we can. Beautiful. You're here for another 6, guys. 5 more. Last 4. 3. 2 to go. And last 1, we're going to take that leg long to the end of our mat. We point the toe, we bring that leg in front, bend it, flex, and drive it to the end of the mat. So we're driving through that honey. Point to bring it in front, bend, flex, and drive it out. Point, bend, flex, and drive. Beautiful. You're here for another 6. Last 5. 4 to go. Last 3. Love this one. Feel it in the base of the glute. 2 more. Last 1. Everyone come in front. Bend that knee, flex, and really drive it out. Beautiful. Coming straight up onto that left elbow. So making sure that elbow is below our left shoulder. Staying nice and lifted through the side body. Bend both the legs. Glue the feet together. Open through that right leg, close it down. Open and close. Open, squeeze it out at the top. Let's go for another 6. 5. Last 4 more. 3 to go. 2. And 1 option, stay where you are, or we hover those feet off the mat. We lift and lower. We open and close. Open and close for another 4. Last 3. Squeeze it out at the top for me. Last 2. And 1. We're going to add a flex to heel press to that front corner of the mat. Draw it in, open and close. Press. Draw it in, open and close. Press. Draw it in. Open and close for another 5. Last 4. Squeeze it out. Last 3. Feel those thighs magnetizing towards one another as you press. Beautiful work. Last 1, guys. Press it out. Draw it in. Open and close. We're going to heel press. Draw it in. Press. Draw it in for another 8. 7. Last 6. 5. 4 more. Last 3. Woo! Almost there for 2. Stay with me. Last 1. We tap those heels for 10. 9. This is it, guys. Last 8. 7. 6. 5. Last 4. 3. 2 and 1. Oh my goodness. Resting, opening up through that side. You can tap that glute out if you like. Gorgeous work, guys. Coming onto your back and reaching through those legs just to find the soles of the feet or the ankles, just for a happy baby. Let that glute open up and melt. Feel those kneecaps melting down towards your underarms. Gorgeous, guys. Feeling that beautiful open sensation through the hips now. Definitely shifted some energy. We've built some heat. We've got that oxygen and blood flowing through the body. I know my energy is definitely shifted from what it was at the start of our practice today. So this is a really nice one to take a slow and steady stretch, or a beautiful meditation or integration practice where you just visualize that new energy you've created sinking down through the skin, being absorbed by all the muscles and the organs and the cells. Just allowing the body to receive all of the work that it's just done. So give yourself that time, allow yourself to receive that. When you are ready, coming up to seated, you are done. Well done today, and I will see you next time.